To start out with this armor, I traced a pattern. I took a manila envelope or folder, I should say, uh, folded it in half, drew part of a pattern and cut it out, and I've had a symmetrical pattern on both sides. The next part, I wanted a different layer that was a little bit smaller, so I cut out one that was just about 2 inches smaller, so it had an inch on each side hangover, and I could do a couple layers of that one. Traced out all the templates I just created onto this floor mat EVA foam. Took my time, made sure I traced them all real well. Cut them out. I did learn a lot about cutting with this, that you need to make sure you are sharpening your knife because it goes through these blades quick. Um, the style of armor that I'm making didn't need perfectly pretty cuts, but if you want some pretty cuts, you definitely want to take the time to sharpen your blade and keep it to where it's doing a nice smooth cut every single time. I'm doing more of a I don't know, kind of a rough looking armor, so it's going to be beat up a little bit, and so the rough cuts on top really kind of add to it a little bit. So I went with it. Didn't stress too much about it. Got them all cut out. Had to, of course, do several different layers of things and do both sides. I do doing two. Ended up being bicep piece armor, so I'm going to show the finished product on another video because I'm in the process of adding straps and stuff. But I did first. I thought about doing real long ones. Then I ended up shortening them down to just 2 pieces each. Once I had them all cut out, I beveled the edges, roughed them up, cleaned up the rough spots on the ends, and beveled all the edges to make sure they looked kind of just a little bit cool. Used my handy dandy heat gun to shape everything and heat seal it at the same time. So I shaped it and then went over everything and heat sealed it. Figured out where I wanted the overlaps to be, marked it on both sides, got my contact cement, glued both sides, used my heat gun again to make the drying faster go a little bit quicker. Held them together in place, and there you have it. They look nice. Marked a couple spots to use some googly eyes as points of look like bolts. When the final product, there's going to be looking like bolts on there. The googly eyes are great. Instead of having to cut out more EVA foam or anything like that, just put a googly eye on there, and then I primed it with, of course, Plasti Dip. Covered everything a couple coats. I just show one coat. Then I went to a nice blue coat.